Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of my top 20 PS2 games. This will be 10 to 1, and if you haven't seen my top 20 to 11, then go do that now. Because if there's a game on this list that you thought should have been here, it could be that, so you never know. Number 10 is Sonic Mega Collection Plus. There's no way this couldn't be on this list, because I know it's kind of cheating because it's not really a PS2 game, it's a bunch of old Sonic games for the PS2. But it's still PS2, so I'm confident anyway. It is great though. It's got so many good Sonic games on here. It says them on the back. It has Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. I do remember that. That ain't one of the better ones, but it's still good. Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, that's always good. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I remember that one ain't so good. It says plus Sega Game Gear games. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Drift, Sonic Labyrinth, and Sonic Blast, and they are all just so much fun, so great. I don't know what else I need to say. It is a bunch of great Sonic games into one. That's why I really need to say more. So yeah, number 10 on the list. I'll just smash my glasses. Number 9 is Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I've got a lot of fond memories of this as a kid, because this is just a great PS2 game. It's literally almost, well, not all Marvel characters, it's the best Marvel characters in one game, and it has like a very balanced storyline. I didn't cram too much in. You can meet up at all different places. You can customize your character's abilities and costumes and all that stuff, and it's just a really good game. Each character has their own unique moves and stuff. It's really fun to play with a friend, and number 9 on the list, it's great. Number 8, it's actually a draw. It is Rocky and Rocky Legend. I actually was just going to put one of these on here, and if I had to pick, it will probably be Rocky Legends. I love how you can just basically go back on Rocky, Apollo, Clubber, and Ivan, and just relive their story, their backstory, and it adds more depth to the moves next time you watch them, because you know you like the past and stuff. Rocky was the first one that I got, and it is good. It's got proper graphic injuries and stuff, so that's really good. The controls are a bit stiff, the graphics aren't that good, but it's still really good. Rocky Legends is great. It's got great camera angles, it's got a great story. Oh, I've got to say, on this one you can play as literally all the characters or all the boxes in the Rocky universe. You can even play as characters that are in the movie for 1 second, or characters you've literally just heard of, in Rocky 1, where Apollo was flicking through the book of boxers and it was reading out some names. They're all in this, and it's just great. With Rocky Legends, it's also great because it's got a good story. You can go through a Rocky story, Ivan's, Clubber's, and Apollo's. Not in that order, but whatever. The front cover is really cool. You can't play as many boxes as you can in Rocky, but it's still really fun. You can buy a bunch of different stuff. You can buy trailers for the movies. You can play as Paulie in this, which is always fun. I actually played as Paulie once fighting Ivan Drago, so I think it'd be funny to see Paulie beat up Ivan Drago, so that was really funny. But with comedy aside, it's just a really good game. If you're doing well, the song "Go in the Distance" will come on, so it's really motivating. When you go back to your corner, your trainer give you some advice and stuff, and it's just quite realistic. The arenas or rings or whatever look really good on both these games. Really, both of these are just really good Rocky games. Tied number 8 on the list. Number 7 is Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Now, this is a really good game, I think. The graphics on this are amazing, and I love the fact you can create your own character. That's good. You can choose which attribute you are, and even if you do choose a attribute, you can even buy Bakugan that aren't even your attribute. You can buy loads of different Bakugan from the Bakugan universe. When you battle, that's really fun. It's quite a good strategy game as well, so that's good. I think it's got a good story of a kid who is like you, and then you're in a park and you want your own Bakugan. Then Leonidas comes from the sky, and he's just a really cool Bakugan. You can't actually buy him in real life, but I wish you did, because he's such a cool Bakugan. one of my favourites. You don't even have to have him. He's like your partner, but you can get other Bakugan if you want, and it's just really fun. You can brawl with like all different brawlers. You don't even have to play as your character. You can play as like almost any character from the Battle Brawlers universe. So it's just a really good game. Number 7 on the list. Number 6 is Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. Now, I've talked about this in my top 10 Crash Bandicoot games, but I might as well just say it again. This is a great game. A lot of fun memories of this as a child, and I say about a lot of my PS2 games that I do. This is one of the reasons why I wanted a PS2 in the first place, because my uncle had a PS2 before me, and I remember I used to play this with him. This could be the first PS2 game that I played like ever. Like Ben 10 Tetrapath was the first game I played on my PS2. This could be like the first PS2 game I played like ever. So there is that. I love the animation on Crash. It's different, but it's cool. You play as Coco more now. You can do a thing where you like, don't know that's cool, but you can do that thing. That's always fun. I love Crunch as a protagonist, not an antagonist, as like the main bad guy. He's like the boss for every one of the stages, but it's like he's got a different power, so that's different, but that's good as well. There's a lot of unlockables in here, and it's just like a really good game. So number 1, 2, 6 on the list. Number 5 is Sega Classics Collection. Now, like with Sonic Mega Collection, it is kind of cheating, but it's still a PS2 game. It says all the games you can play. I say I'll read them out. Columns, Outrun, Golden Axe, VR, I forgot what that stands for. Virtua Racing, that's it. Monaco GP, I actually have that on like the Sega Mega Drive. Fantasy Zone, Tantar, Banana Bros. Banana Bros is such a great game, one of my favourite like classic games ever. And Space Harrier. My favourite is Tantar and Banana Brothers. They're just really good. That's like the one main reason why this game is so great. But the other ones are good. And Golden Axe, Golden Axe is good. It's like the old one, but it's got like improved graphics and stuff, so that's really good. And it's just a great game. It's really fun to play with a friend. Like if you like your Sega Classics, and get this because it is great. From 5 on the list. Number 4 is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Now, I've actually got this on the PS2, Xbox 360, and the PSP, and they're all very different. And I don't know if this one's the best or not, but it is a really good PS2 game nevertheless. What I don't like about it though, so there's not much replay value, because as soon as you complete the game, you either have to start it again, or just replay the last level over and over again. I think that's kind of stupid. They can't really revisit levels, but it is good to like get new lightsaber crystals and new lightsaber hilts. There's much more like cutscenes. There's much more like cutscenes and levels in this than there are in the Xbox 360 version. The graphics aren't as good, but it's still really fun. Play as way more costumes in this than you can in the Xbox 360 version. And I love the story because I love the fact that Darth Vader got an apprentice. Before I even knew this existed, I always thought it'd be cool if Darth Vader got an apprentice. So when I found out that's what this game was about, I just had to get it, and it didn't disappoint. It's really good. Starkiller's such a cool character. And what else could you want in a Star Wars game, really? So yeah, number 4 on the list. Number 3 is Crash Team Racing. I do actually like a lot of Crash Bandicoot games, because there's like 2 on this list and there's 1 in the other list. But still, all Crash Bandicoot games are really good, and this is my favourite Crash Bandicoot game for the PS2. It's really underrated. I think this is better than Twin Sanity, but not a lot of other people do. It's like 2 games in 1. It's a great racing game, and it's a great platform game. I love seeing Crash run around in like the theme park or whatever it was. Fighting the penguins is good. There's loads of different mini games you can do. Crash acts like a moron in this, as he normally does, and that's really fun. And I think this is a great game. So number 3 on the list. Number 2, I'm kind of cheating here as well, because I've actually 3 games in 1, and it is the first 3 Buzz Jr. games. I'm not counting the 4th one, Dino Den, because that was just crap. But these 3, I have a lot of memories of these 3. Jungle Party is my favourite of the 3, but I also do love Monster Rumble and Robo Jam. They're all really good. It's much more better to play with like friends and stuff. If you're playing it on your own, it's still fun, but it's much more like better in like party mode. All the mini games are great. and I've just got loads of good memories of these, and they're just really, really great games, I think. They'll probably make like my top 10 games ever. So yeah, number 2 on the list. Number 1 is SpiderMan. Just SpiderMan, not SpiderMan from 2000s, because these two games do get mixed up. SpiderMan from 2002, the movie game. Now, this is the reason why I wanted to get a PS2 game in the first place, because before I had the PS2, I had a PS1, and I saw, like, on, like, the Spider-Man 2002 DVD, on the extras, you can see, like, clips for these, and I just used to watch them over and over again, thinking, I really want that game. So when I got a PS2, I got this game straight away, and it did not disappoint in the slightest. This did everything right. If you saw my top 10 movies of all time, Spider-Man was in there, and this just did everything almost as good as the movie. Playing as Spider-Man was great. The web slinging was awesome. It's better than I think it was in Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, which isn't on this list because it's crap. The battle loads of different bosses that I love. There's Green Goblin, Shocker, Vulture, even like the guy who killed Uncle Ben, who turns out to have not killed Uncle Ben in Spider-Man 3, but that was just a crap film anyway. The costumes in this is great. You can play as Wrestler Spider-Man, which you can't in other games, and Wrestler Spider-Man is my favourite costume, my favourite Spider-Man costume, so I love playing as that. All the levels are really fun. Tobey Maguire comes in to do the voice of Spider-Man, and it is literally just like being in the movie, but playing as Spider-Man, and it's just a really great game. So yeah, number 1 on the list. So yeah, thanks for watching my top 10 PS2 games. If there are awesome games in here, if there are some games that you like and that weren't on there, just look at my top 20 to 11 PS2 games, it might be in there. And even if you don't think that, watch it anyway, because it's pretty good. So make sure to watch the next videos. So yeah, see ya.